Hey Google, how do you stop soreness?
Here is some information from the web that might possibly help. Here's a summary from the website familydoctor.org. There are some things you can do to help lessen the amount of soreness. Warm up, drink water, limited rest, use proper technique, cool down, stay within your limits. 1. Warm up. 2. Drink water. 3. Limited rest. 4. Use proper technique. 5. Cool down. 6. Stay within your limits.
That's all wrong! I'm gonna give you some tips after your training to make sure that you minimize soreness but still get results. So these tips are really going to help you to make sure that you don't feel as sore and want to take an hour to get out of bed the next day. Also, don't forget to drop a like on the video. It would really help me out a lot. And if my content is helpful for you in any way, make sure you drop a subscribe because I'm going to keep posting videos like this every week. In this short article from the National Library of Medicine, you can see that it's actually from the eccentric phase of any exercise under tension that causes muscle tightness and muscle soreness. So basically, every time I do a bicep curl, every time my muscle stretches under tension from the weight, it creates micro tears inside of the muscles. So your immune system will kick in and it will actually send white blood cells, oxygen-rich blood, and amino acids to make sure that your body and your muscles recover quickly. After your exercise is going to be the prime time for you to minimize how much soreness you experience. So in this same article from the beginning that I spoke on, we can actually see that a lot of these recovery modalities actually have no effect in alleviation of soreness. It states that the most effective way is to actually do continuous light exercise. So just like before your exercise when you did that 5-minute run to increase circulation, doing cardio exercise after your workout is just as important. Have you ever been watching a hockey game? Right after the intense game, they start doing bikes for like 20 minutes? Well, that's because they're trying to flush out that lactic acid and get their muscle primed and ready to work for 2 days later. So it's no secret that doing cardio for 5 or 20 minutes after your workout is actually going to help you to feel less sore. Now, the second and very powerful way to minimize your soreness after workouts is to do self-myofascial release or foam rolling. So if you don't have a foam roller, I highly suggest to get one. They're super important for breaking down tight muscle tissue. And it's actually called fascia or connective tissue. With melting, what you're going to do is roll up and down the muscle until you find the most sore area. And on that spot, you're gonna hold for 30 seconds with just enough pressure, not too much to where you feel it's too painful, but just enough uncomfortableness. Is that a word? No, it's not. You're gonna hold that spot for 30 seconds with not that much pain, but just enough discomfort for you to hold it. And after that 30 seconds, you can go and find a new spot to hold on. Now keep in mind that foam rolling can actually cause more inflammation and more bruising in the muscle. So you need to be really aware of how much pressure you're actually adding on to the muscle when you're foam rolling. Don't hold a position for more than 1 minute. I've seen a lot of people actually bruise their muscle just from adding too much pressure because it feels like they're actually stretching. Be really gentle when you're doing your foam rolling. Okay, and the last way in order to minimize your soreness is actually through your diet. And a lot of people don't know this. There are foods that cause more inflammation than others. The foods that you need to avoid at all costs at any time, but especially after your workout, are going to be fried foods, anything that's processed, carbohydrates, and especially sugars. All of these foods, like French fries and sodas, they're going to actually inflame your muscles more after your workout. Of course, in general health, you want to avoid them, but especially after your workout, or at least 24 hours after your workout, don't eat any junk food. There's also an adverse effect with healthy foods. So with vegetables and fruits and even fish, is really important for anti-inflammatory effects. You can actually recover faster by eating these foods. According to the Harvard Health Publishing, these are some of the foods that create the most inflammation in the body. And these are some of the food that has the most anti-inflammatory property. And these are some of the foods that have the most anti-inflammatory properties. So make sure that you're minimizing the junk food and you're always eating a healthy dose of vegetables and healthy fats. If you follow all of these tips, you're going to be sure to experience a lot less soreness, but make sure you're still getting results in the gym. So keep in mind that being sore is totally normal, and you might actually learn to fall in love with it. And you might actually learn to make it like represent your hard work and dedication into the gym. But in the beginning, I was that person too that just hated soreness. So if this video helps you guys, I would appreciate it. Again, drop a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. This is Round 5 Fit. I'm Joshua D'Souza. Peace out.